giants roamed the earth before humanity. We know from the fossil record that ancient animals were not just big, they were huge. For most of our human history, our ancestors shared the earth with giant prehistoric animals. Although the dinosaurs were long gone by the time our earliest ancestors walked the earth 2.3 million years ago, there were still plenty of giants around. In this video we count down 10 giant prehistoric monsters. Fossil evidence shows that Tyrannosaurus rex was around 40 feet long and about 15 to 20 feet tall. Its strong thighs and long powerful tail helped it move quickly, and its massive 5-foot-long skull could bore into prey. In a study published in the journal Scientific Reports, researchers report that T-Rex was capable of biting down with almost 8,000 pounds of force. That bite force gave T-Rex its ability to practice what the researchers describe as extreme bone eating. The well-known dinosaur stands out for biting deeply into bones, pulverizing and digesting them. The ability to eat bones allowed them to get the most nutrition possible out of bones, but it's a feat that's surprising to find in animals with a reptilian sort of mouth. Normally only mammals like grey wolves and hyenas can pulverize bone in that way, though they rely on elements of tooth structure instead of pure force. It was this bone-crushing technique that helped T-Rex to more fully exploit the carcasses of large-horned dinosaurs, whose bones rich in mineral salts and marrow were unavailable to smaller, less equipped carnivorous dinosaurs. Giganotosaurus is an extinct genus of sea scorpion. Giganotosaurus lived approximately 390 million years ago. At an estimated length of 2.5 meters, it's the largest known arthropod ever discovered. The size of a large crocodile, the 300 million-year-old sea scorpion was the top predator of its day, slicing up fish and cannibalizing its own kind in coastal swamp waters. The Dunkleosteus. This 33-foot-long armoured fish from the Devonian era lacked teeth, but its jaw contained razor-sharp protrusions of bone that could be used to pierce and cut through its prey. These bones grew continuously as they did. The edges rubbed together with those of the opposing jaw, acting like self-sharpening shears. This would ensure the fangs were always ready to chomp into armoured prey like animates and other fish. This 4-ton monster fish patrolled inshore waters, and could snatch its prey up by opening and closing its jaws within 50 to 60 milliseconds. Spinosaurus is a carnivorous dinosaur that lived in what is now northern Africa during the Cretaceous period around 110 million years ago. Most scientists agree that this dinosaur probably hunted both on land and in water, and probably lived on a diet of both fish and small mammals. It's believed these dinosaurs floated much the same way that modern crocodiles do. They would lie in wait and then use the element of surprise to hunt prey. Spinosaurus is one of the biggest dinosaurs known to scientists today. It's even bigger than Tyrannosaurus rex. In fact, a Spinosaurus outweighs a typical T-Rex by about 1 ton, and the next largest dinosaur, Giganotosaurus, by about half a ton. There's a lot of interesting facts surrounding this large dinosaur. For instance, Spinosaurus was around 49 feet long, and weighed between 7 to 20 tons. It's also one of the first dinosaurs to have been identified as the first possible swimming dinosaur. Another interesting fact is that the Spinosaurus had a 6-foot-long skull that was shaped much like a modern crocodile skull. This made it easier for this dinosaur to fish. It's also believed that these dinosaurs walked on all fours when they weren't in the water, but could also rear up on their hind legs like a grizzly bear when threatened. Giganotosaurus was one of the largest meat-eating dinosaurs. It roamed modern-day Argentina during the late Cretaceous period. Giganotosaurus is one of the largest carnivorous dinosaurs to have ever walked the planet. This animal stood 12 feet tall at the hips, had a length of 43 feet and weighed around 8 tons. This not only makes it larger than the T-Rex, but also makes it quite a bit heavier. Not only is Giganotosaurus bigger than the T-Rex, it's also believed to have been faster. Computer simulations have shown that Tyrannosaurus rex could achieve a top speed of 11 to 18 miles per hour. On the other hand, Giganotosaurus is believed to have had a top speed of 20 miles per hour. direct proof is lacking, but the discovery of the bones of Argentinosaurus in the proximity of those of Giganotosaurus hints at a predator-prey relationship. Since it's hard to imagine even a fully grown Giganotosaurus taking down a 50-ton Argentinosaurus, this may hint that this late Cretaceous meat-eater hunted in packs. Allosaurus is a type of dinosaur called a theropod. This dinosaur lived about 155 million years ago during the Jurassic period, and probably lived in parts of the western United States. Although most of the specimens of this dinosaur have been found in Colorado and Montana, there have been an increasing number of specimens found elsewhere. These include specimens found in New Mexico, Africa, Australia, Tasmania, and parts of Europe. This dinosaur was a large carnivorous bipedal predator that scientists believe preyed on the many herbivores of the time. This conclusion has been reached in part by the number of razor-sharp teeth that can be found in this predator's mouth. One interesting fact is that the largest Allosaurus specimen may have rivaled the T-Rex in size. The size of the largest Allosaurus is approximately 16 feet tall, 43 feet long, and weighed more than 5 tons. T-Rex was approximately 13 to 16 feet tall, 42 feet long, and weighed approximately 7 tons. Majungasaurus is a dinosaur which lived approximately 70 million years ago during the Cretaceous period. This dinosaur was approximately 20 feet long and weighed about a ton. It was a bipedal predator that had small hands and a short snout with thickened bone on it. It also had a single small horn on top of its skull. It's known that this dinosaur was a carnivore, and it may have hunted many different types of dinosaurs. It may have even hunted its own kind, as has been shown by the fossil record. Fossils of this dinosaur have been found bearing the teeth of other Majungasaurus dinosaurs. This is the only direct evidence of cannibalism that has ever been attributed with direct evidence to a dinosaur species, although it may have just scavenged the already dead remains of other Majungasauruses. Mapusaurus was a huge dinosaur which lived approximately 100 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. It was first excavated between 1997 and 2001 by a joint Canadian-Argentinian team in Argentina. Mapusaurus was approximately 33 to 40 feet in length, 13 feet high, and weighed approximately 4 tons. When this dinosaur was discovered, paleontologists noticed that many of the fossils were all clustered together. This has given rise to the theory that these carnivorous dinosaurs may have travelled in packs. This would have been a plausible scenario, especially if these dinosaurs attacked some of the larger herbivores of the time. Some paleontologists believe that this bipedal carnivore could run at a top speed of 30 miles per hour. If that is the case, then this would have made it faster than Tyrannosaurus rex. It also would have made it more than fast enough to take down any herbivores that existed in South America at the time. Ceratosaurus is a dinosaur which lived approximately 156 million years ago during the late Jurassic period. When first looked at, this dinosaur might appear like a typical theropod. It had small forelimbs, razor-sharp teeth, and walked on its hind legs. However, it also had quite a few features that made it stand out among this group of dinosaurs. For instance, Ceratosaurus has a very pronounced skull that features extremely large horns. It also featured some form of armour that ran down its back, armour composed of bony plates. An interesting fact about this creature is that many scientists believe that it may have had semi-aquatic habits, hiding in rivers like modern crocodiles do and pouncing on their prey, although this is just a theory. As with most sharks, the fossil remains of Megalodon are poorly preserved. That's because sharks have skeletal structures made of cartilage and not bone. Cartilage does not hold up as well as bone, which is why there isn't a lot of fossil evidence of this prehistoric shark. Since Megalodon is known by its fossilized teeth but only a few scattered bones, its exact size has been a matter of debate. Over the past century, paleontologists have come up with estimates ranging from 40 to 100 feet, but the consensus today is that adults were 55 to 60 feet long, and weighed as much as 50 to 75 tons, but some individuals may have been even bigger. Not only was the Megalodon the biggest prehistoric shark that ever lived, it was the largest marine predator in the history of the planet, vastly outweighing both the modern great white shark and ancient reptiles like Lepronodon and Kronosaurus. A few massive fossil teeth have been found in excess of 7 inches. The largest verifiable Megalodon tooth is 7.48 inches. This tooth was found near Peru. Compare that to the great white shark whose teeth reach a maximum size of under 3 inches. Reconstructions of the Megalodon's jaw suggest they may have been up to 7 feet across. This gigantic shark obviously required a massive amount of food, and it's been estimated an adult Megalodon may have had to consume over a ton of food per day to sustain itself. Fossil evidence points to the Megalodon preying on whales and other large mammals such as sea cows and sea lions. Many fossil whale bones have been found with clear signs of large bite marks made by teeth matching the Megalodon's. Other excavations have found Megalodon teeth lying next to the chewed remains of whales. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more countdown videos.